Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to do a little bit of cleaning up for the spring. I'm twinkling my eyes because the glare is in my eyes, but this is the only way I can turn the camera without the sun actually hitting it pretty hard. So if you see right behind me here is where I want to clean up and maybe do a little bit more. I'm not sure yet. But today we're definitely going to be pruning on these roses and doing a little bit of cleanup. So I'm going to turn the camera around and really show you this area. I know you've seen it before because I've done so much in this corner. But let me turn the camera around and show it to you again, okay? Okay, so this is where we're going to be cleaning up. As you can see, the roses are coming out the dormancy. Like all of them are literally just budding up here. And so I want to get it trimmed and cut back so it could grow nice and thick. You know what? I also want to put 2 more roses in this area. I'm going to show you that as well. But I wanted to put 2 more roses in the areas like one over in this corner over here and one somewhere out here. But I also have a ground cover right there. I can't remember what I put here. Maybe as it comes out a little bit more I'll be able to tell, but I know I have a ground cover on here. There's a lot of weeds as well. I want to clean that up. I may be pruning these 2 shrubs right here, this one over here and this one, but I'm definitely going to clean up the weed, get the mulch nice turn up, cut the roses back. I do have some more roses, but I'm going to start with one area at a time and see how far I can get. It's a beautiful day today, so I want to take my chances. So here I have some roses back here too. Okay, so all these roses, I can't remember if it's David Austin, but they're pink knockout roses. Oh, you know what? This look like a tag right here. Let's see. Ooh, these are what? Let's see. Okay, so it just say knockout rose, pink knockout roses. So it doesn't say if it's David Austin, ooh, Nala, or if it's another brand. Nala wants to be in everything. But I know they're all pink knockout roses. I have some here and I have some in the front of my yard that I'm going to show you. Again, I don't know how far I'm going to get today, but I really want to do this. So I want to trim back and fertilize. Over here as well, I have this one right here, and this grows very heavily, and it sometimes when the rain falls they fall over, which goes for all these roses. But what I'm gonna do when I cut them back, and I realize if I keep it low enough it grows stronger stems, and even when we get rain and snow the weight doesn't throw it over. So maybe that's what I'm gonna do with this one over here. Instead of having all these wood and pieces to stake it, I'm probably gonna do that. But yes, I'm gonna cut them back, fertilize them, and go from there. If I get to do more, great. If I don't get to do as much as I want to, then we're gonna leave it for another day. Now, when pruning these roses, I know when I look at a lot of channels and I do the research on the roses, a lot of people look for, you know, like right here, just above like a node or something, and then they cut. My experience of cutting these roses, I just cut, and it doesn't affect the blooms, it doesn't affect the plant, it doesn't affect anything. So if you're pruning your roses, you can cut above the node if it's something you want to do, but for me, I am just gonna cut. All I'm doing is looking for strong stems. Also, what I'm gonna do is cut anything that is like this here. You see, like for instance, this is pointing out this way. I know that this hair is not gonna be strong enough, and it's gonna kind of like fall over when I get a little bit of rain heavy rain or anything like that. So something like this, I might possibly cut it. I know it's hard to see because, you know, the color, the mulch, color, the plant, and the camera is not picking it up as well as can be. So let me see if I could show you something else. Okay, right here. Ooh, almost fell. So like this. See how this is sticking outwards? I don't want anything in the pathway. I want everything to go back this way. So when I cut this, I'm gonna cut all these stems that is leading out this way. This one, see, it's leading out this way. I'm gonna cut this because all of this is gonna be in my pathway of walking, and I don't want that. I want everything to go back in to the wall over on this side. Yo, my dog Nala is doing the most. Look, she's biting on my plants. She's biting the flower plants. She's teething, so it's everything she can get her mouth on to bite and chew, she's doing it. So I truly hope that she doesn't bite any of the plants that is not safe for her, because she's just running around and biting stuff. Anyway, I may trim these shrubs up, but I think I'm gonna put this camera down and get started because, again, it's a beautiful day. I got some things to do this evening, and I also have an appointment this afternoon. So I want to get all this done before I go to my appointment. All right, I'm going to get started on this. Okay, so I wanted to get all this done before I started talking. And I am happy. I am happy I got this done. So I got both of the two shrubs nicely trimmed up, and we are gonna get beautiful weather for the next couple of days. So I didn't mind trimming them up. If I get closer, you can see it's showing some of the wood, the woody part of the shrub. But I am sure this is gonna blossom out pretty good. Now when I trimmed them, I also trimmed off some of this blooms, and this is what the bees go crazy about during the spring. But I had to trim some off in order to get the shrub trimmed up properly. So I got both of them done. That's to begin with. The second thing is I got all the pink knockout roses nicely cut back, and I cut them all back to just a regular size, just so when they're growing up back, they're all are growing at the same level. Some sometimes grow faster than some, but let's hope, I'm gonna hope that they all grow at the same level, nice, thick and full. Now I did, in the beginning I started just cutting the roses, and then I realized when I got to a certain point I had to start cutting by the node, which is what I don't normally do. But I had to do that because some part of the woody part of the shrub was very thick. It has an angle on it, and I didn't want to cut the whole thing. I wanted to cut any little pieces that crisscrossing in between, but I also wanted it to be nice and airy, open, like that one right there. So that's what I did. I especially did it on this large one right here. And the reason I had to do this is because it had a lot of them crisscross. So I wanted to do this one especially because it's right at my garage door, and it gets so big. So I really wanted to cut this one up properly. And this is basically, like, you can see all this new growth. Like this is ready. This is ready. I wanted to also keep this walkway nice and clean, so hopefully the plant doesn't grow and come back out this way. Any branches that was hanging out this way, I cut them back and kept the ones that was going towards the side of the wall. That was my goal when I was cutting this, because when these roses bloom, they all fall over like this, and it blocks the walkway, and we can no longer walk here properly. We would be walking on the grass. So I was happy about that. Now, what else did I do? Oh, I fertilized all of them. Now I didn't had rose stone. I would normally fertilize them with rose stone because they're roses, and I love to use the rose stone. But when I check in my pile of fertilizer, I didn't have any rose stone. I don't know if I have it and I put it elsewhere, but I wanted to get the roses fertilized, so I use plant tone instead. You can use plant tone on any shrub, any flower, you can basically use plant tone for anything. So that's what I had a lot of, and that's what I use. I have that, and I have holly tone. So, but I choose the plant tone to put up here. Now I did plant two roses. There's one right there. I kind of try to average the space in between here, so it still feels like it have a lot of space, and it's kind of like a foot apart from both this one and this one. You can see it's in the middle, and I did the same with this one right there. Now hopefully this one comes up properly, because the root, like all the soil fell off the root, and it was just the root. And they are bare root roses, so I mean, I'm gonna hope and pray. Now My last frost date is sometimes around the middle of April. So hopefully we don't get a hard freeze that would damage the root ball or any of this. I'm also hoping that I normally get like groundhogs or stuff like that. I'm also hoping that they don't come and dig up the roses because it's fresh. Like the road, like it's turned up, it's fresh soil. I'm hoping they don't damage it. Now the two roses are Moonlight in Paris. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And the roses in this area is a bright pink. So with the bright pink and this light pink just blend in between, it should look so good. So good. So anyway, I am happy to get this area done. I am done. I can't say that fast enough because I'm happy. So the only thing left for this area is a little bit of fresh mulch on the top of it. Now I don't normally mulch until like it's April, May, sometime around then. That's when I normally mulch this area or mulch my entire yard, but we'll see. Maybe I'll mulch it before, or I wait until then. But I just love the progress right now. I love the progress. Anyway guys, this is it for me today. You guys enjoy the beautiful weather. Beautiful weather. I hope you guys get a chance to do something amazing, something beautiful today. I sure did. And I'll catch you in my next video. Bye for now.